Alright. All units, steel technology, clan molder revealed. Wounded, go trek. They wounded go trek. Grudge removed. Or Ungrim Iron Fist gamed the Exterminator for fighting Skaven. Shocking. Let's do all this crap.
Onward.
Onward. Relentless. Yeah, there we go.
For the wisdom of the layer, I am the sword.
Alright, well.
Very well. This may work.
Book it on out of here, unfortunately. Gotta back it up a bit. What do we got here?
Do not mistake me for.
Do we have anybody with lightning strike up here?
Time for a reckoning.
I don't think so. Exterminator for killing, what, 1,100 rats or so? Gee, I would have guessed. Yeah, right?
Summon me if you dare.
Shocking.
The axe thirsts for war.
Yeah, were you surprised? I was surprised.
Summon me if you dare. As the High King commands.
Alright, let's push up into here. Move to here.
Grudges will be settled. As the High King commands.
Roll you up to here as well.
We move.
Camp.
Get ready for a breakdown!
This guy needs to heal. Ichooks, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Got a second. Alright.
Master of Runecraft.
That stuff's doing it. How does auto-resolve handle Slayers, by the way? Not too bad. About as well as any infantry unit. It's not, like, particularly good for them, but it's not bad either.
My anger.
Honestly, just kind of middle of the road.
God? What do you want?
Like, if it's a fight that you probably wouldn't lose a lot of troops for if you were fighting with regular, like, heavily armored troops, it basically won't treat them any worse than that. But if you attack a settlement or something, you're probably going to get a bad auto-calculate just because settlements get such a huge bonus. Wizardland. Because they have a very high melee attack and not too bad of a melee defense. They just don't have any armor. Let's get some more fields going on. Hey, Myrmidon's leveled up. Or is leveling up. Right. Yeah. Freaking Chaos Rebellion forming up here. So much chaos corruption going on. Good result. This guy auto-resolve tends to favor elite infantry like an army of Temple Guard versus, and with a Liturgy Lord can auto-resolve almost anything. Yeah. Again, cities are a problem because cities just have like this massive bonus to the auto-resolve, but otherwise. Okay. Oh, yeah, this army.
Let us begin. To glory.
So we've almost got 4 armies, 5 armies, shoving through this area. It's time to finish them off. We're actually able to... So basically what's happening here is all of my armies that were spread from, like, all the way down here fighting, all the way to up here fighting, are now, like, all collecting. They're just all collecting in this one little area to try to finish off these vampires. Alright. Okay, let's see. We're responding to some stuff about emotes, actually. So.
Hail. Do not be
Hi,
intimidated
Kemlar.
by the throng of Drengi. They wish only to
What do you
die in battle.
You want me to pay you 10,000 gold for a peace treaty when I have, like, almost every army under my command ready to end your miserable existence? That's a pretty bold attempt there. No, not happening. I think I get a few turns in Shogun 2 and before I go to work for the day. Going to half lyric on the tablet, I think. Gotcha. Well, have fun with your Shogun. Shogun 2 is a fantastic game. Oh, are we gonna do this? Are we doing this? It's a... Ooh, what's this here? It's many Varguys. Many Varguys. This army's pretty good. This army is mostly trash. This army is half and half. And this army is okay, so... We've got two armies that are in camp stance, which is going to give us the bonus to melee defense and leadership. Not that leadership really matters for us, but still, the bonus 5 melee defense would be nice. So yeah. I mean, I probably agree with you, actually, about the Shogun 2 thing. Okay, does this banner look like? I'm sorry, I'm trying to take care of this real quick. Then we'll get on to this massive fight. Okay, there we go. Rise isn't that great? No, Rise is terrible, honestly. Like, I think Rise is one of the worst DLCs out there. To be completely honest. I mean, it's alright for a little while, but it gets pretty stale. Pretty fast. Reinforcements are coming out from here. Alright, do that. Put you here. That. Put you here.
It is a reckoning! We demand blood
Take you Rangers.
for the ancestors!
Spread you out back here.
Slayers! It is a reckoning!
Indeed, it is a reckoning.
Serve
So,
for the ancestor
take the
god.
cannons and set them back here. Try to get some shots back and across as best we can.
I'm Gilda
Those in pole
Blue.
position. Alright. Gets boring trying to defend small settlements with just very few units and no walls. Yeah. And eventually just all your armies become bow samurai because they legitimately do everything. It's like, so I've got a guy that does ranged and melee, and why do I need other units? Unless you want some spears or something for some reason. Alright.
It is an order. Obey me. The runes glow. They get close, not 'em.
They get close, not 'em.
Cannon.
Alright.
Skirmish. Slayers.
Slayers! Let's put you guys over here with one.
The clans unite.
Yeah. We'll
Ready
take you
to
guys.
They have wronged us.
Move you up center.
Charge.
Shoot you that,
We
like that.
stay put.
Take some of you and move you back here.
Nothing
There we
can
go.
stop us.
There's our
Cannon.
second battery of cannons. Just set back.
Off we go. Kazukan Kazike, ha! Move off.
Take our action.
Got. Go.
Put him here, I guess.
Moving out.
The engineer there.
Strike out.
Could be alright.
For the
You Slayers
ancestor
on
gods.
2. Come over here.
Moving out.
Moving out.
Runes of smite.
And we'll send you over here as well. You on
For the
2.
ancestors.
I'll bring you up over here.
Move.
Put you on 1. Looks like a lot to manage. Yeah, when you've got 2 armies on the field, it gets pretty hectic. It's the calm before the storm right now. Things are about to get crazy.
Karak.
This computer is collecting his armies together, essentially, at the moment.
It is a reckoning. Move now.
Big battles like that, I pause a lot. It's quite impressive watching streamers because they learn to play fights like this with a little pausing as possible, because pausing might not be exciting to watch. Well, on Legendary, you can't pause at all, but yeah. Ever since I played Shogun 2 multiplayer, I pretty much have not paused since then. Like, before I did that, I used to pause in battles and stuff like that. But after I played, like, multiplayer, Shogun 2, I just don't pause. Like, even if I'm not playing on a difficulty level where it makes it so I can't pause, I still don't pause. In my mind, it makes it a little more fun as well. I like the hecticness of large battles, honestly. I enjoy it, because it's a lot of fun when you win. And it feels like you're doing a lot, so whether or not you are could be argued either way, depending on how the battle's going, but, you know, hey.
Let the vengeance begin.
Alright, let's speed this up a bit, because the computer is gathering his forces right now, so. Pauses are great for thumbnails and screenshots, though. True. True.
Plow through. Pump those
Alright, looks
dwarf
like a lot of his stuff is actually going to come around from that angle.
Master
So let's
engineer.
take our guns and
That'll
shift.
do. For the ancestor gods.
Take a lot of our range units and shift as well, which means we can use this as a maneuver element.
Slayers. Kazook. Aye.
There we go, that Terrorgeist is getting shredded by my freaking Slayers.
It is a reckoning.
There we go. Sure you want to do that, bud? Raked.
Move now.
Give him the chop. Give him some pepper. Alright, rotate
I'll do
these
it.
guns ever so slightly.
That's an order.
And then let's pull freaking ballistic calibrations.
On the earth.
Calibrations? Oh, this guy actually doesn't have calibrations. Alright, well, we'll get some calibrations in any case. Alright, well, now he's kind of coming up the middle more like. He's not exactly... Doesn't seem to know exactly what he wants to do. Let's see.
Yes, they.
Let's light up these Blood Knights.
Let the vengeance begin.
These Varguys. We do have a Vargolf coming in on this side as well. Some of those guys are coming around that flank. Let's take you guys and swing you this way. Try to catch some of these dudes. Here we go.
Slayers! Yes!
So those guys just get freaking sandwiched. Oh, those freaking Blood Knights are getting messed up as well.
Slayers!
Alright, let's take the cannons and switch them so they just start shooting at whatever is closest. Alright, we gotta start swinging some of these guys around. You hit the enemy, hit ghosts.
Move now! Let the vengeance
Alright, you guys this way. Bring that around. I need to have these guns start taking out this mortis engine.
This won't miss fire.
There we go. Guns are wiping on the mortis engine.
Very well. Vengeance! Come on! The runes
Buff that.
Slayers!
Pull buffs over here. Try to deal with this shit. We can actually swing some of these Slayers back around. We don't need this many Slayers coming this way. Turn those guys around on the dogs.
Slayers! Satisfy the grudge!
Alright, you guys. A lot of the enemy forces are actually pushing up that other side, so let's try to get a flank here.
Yes!
Move you Slayers in. These guys are coming in as well.
They have wronged us!
So this stuff's being handled.
Yes!
Some pretty good stuff here.
Fight!
Take out Steiner.
Kazuk!
Gotta try to pull some of you Slayers back because you're getting a little bit boxed out.
Move it out!
There we go. Enemy leader down. Swing you guys in. You guys, if you guys could get disengaged, that'd be great. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna make it out or not. Swing you guys in.
Attack the earth!
You guys are on this side.
You
You guys charge up into here. I think my own cannon is nailing the shit out of me right now. I need to refocus my guns.
Cannon! Yes!
Just have the guns start refiring here.
Nothing can stop us!
Put you guys back.
Slayers!
You guys in.
Ready to
Move you Rangers up to here, and you Rangers up to here.
Fight! No!
Swing some of you guys around.
No! Slayers!
I can't peel off to the right.
Right
I have to try to disengage these guys a bit.
Move now!
Doing over here. You guys come around this way.
Move now! Yes, Lord! Vengeance! It is an order!
Do we have more ghost boys that we gotta hit with this? You guys doing okay? They're at 40 yet. They're probably alright.
Obey me!
Alright, you guys try to pull back over here. Go back around. We'll try to pull some more Slayers back around here too to
Stop us!
try to block this stuff that's gonna start coming around our flank.
Move! Go! Down! Plow through! Kill
Alright, that stuff's doing okay up there. You Slayers.
War of vengeance!
Oh, you guys need to push into this mess right there.
War of vengeance! Right?
Swing you guys around to shoot that stuff.
Kill
How many we got left in this? 6? Okay, good. You guys pull back into the trees. Put you on control 0.
Vengeance! Plow through!
You guys can push back up.
Move now!
Push there. I lost a unit of Slayers there. Unfortunate.
Yes! Alleluia's blessing on us! Rune of smiting
You guys
upon
keep
them.
doing what you're doing.
By the ancestor blood!
Pull that.
Slayers!
Give us some more melee defense to work with. We are running out of arrows right now,
Move
which is not
now!
overly surprising.
Slayers!
Try to disengage you guys because you're getting low. A lot of his good units are just about dead though.
Killed on! That'll do.
Ow. Alright, we're gonna tell the cannons to stop firing for a moment.
Stop firing!
Because we don't want to shoot our own guys.
Vengeance! Axes out! And runes are cast! Kasuk!
We just need to not light our own guys up here.
Vengeance! Vengeance!
Alright, the Rangers are basically out of ammo at this point, so they're gonna have to get.
Nothing can stop
They're gonna have to
us.
start becoming our front line.
For the High King!
So trade off these Slayers that are getting
It is a reckoning!
really wounded.
Plow through!
Pull them back.
Barracks ready!
You guys
Range
try to
fire!
pull back.
Range
We're at
fire!
5. If we can get out of there, we'll be alright.
Plow through!
Might yet be able to back them out. Let's try to
Plow! Yes! Vengeance!
trade out here.
Out! Kill the old splitters! Fire on the
You guys are at
foe!
7. You guys try to pull back
Nothing
to
can
2.
Stop us! Obey me!
Just stuff going on over here.
Begin. Obey me! Ah! Let's have it.
Those Flyers up.
For the Karas and
Alright, enemy leader down.
Plow through!
Got a terror guys coming in. That's not
We will have
ideal.
Mark out!
Okay, well, he shot at the guys that were moving, so that's good.
We
Cannons.
fire on your command! Cannon!
Let's try to light some of these guys up. Coming
We
around.
are relentless! I
Put the cannons back on fire at will.
fire at will! Kill
You guys, what are you down to?
No!
7?
Nothing can stop us!
Re-engage on that.
Charge!
One of my leaders is getting really. Yeah, the terror guys land on him. You guys are at 4, so you guys gotta fight. You guys will fight to the death. You guys are still got a decent amount of troops left, so we'll try to pull you out. Trade off here.
We will have vengeance! Kill
Let.
them! Range fast!
Guys get into melee.
Attack! Move!
Push you guys up here as well.
Now! Strike
This
out!
way. Alright, those dogs don't really stand a
Pull
chance.
those dwarven legs!
Pull you guys back
We
around.
demand blood! Most of the throng! The clans unite!
You guys up this way.
Shield bearers home! Move now!
Enemy leader's just about dead there. Alright, you need to probably stand back as well, friend. Move you up to there.
Range fire!
Our enemy leader down.
High! Cover! Nothing can stop us! Go!
Try to pull out
Slayers!
anybody here that could potentially still survive.
Yeah!
Need to get rid of this Terrorgeist.
Now we're ready! Kill them! Slayers!
You guys are at 7. If you guys can get back, that'd be great.
Yes! Lord!
Pull you guys up this way.
Move now!
Looks like we got a lot of enemies breaking on the backside that haven't even made it to the fight yet.
Nothing
There we
can
go.
Stop us! Move! Axes out, lads!
Axes out, lads.
They have wronged us! For the ancestor gods!
Let's see what the enemy has left here.
Our fire undimmed! For the High King! God!
Pull you guys back here.
Slayers!
Join you forces up as best we can.
Range fire! Range fire!
Put these guys back too. They're a little bit low.
For the Karazenko!
There it is. There it is. No calibrations, Garrus cries. Yeah, you're moving his army over the open field because he ain't know what arty is or what. Well, obviously the computer has... vampires have no artillery, so... Alright, so we lost 1, 2 units of Slayers, 3 units of Slayers? Yeah. Yeah, 3 units of Slayers went down. In that whole mess. Look at some of these kills. 233 kills. This one unit of Slayer that's died got 154. Friggin' some of these rangers, too, coming in with over 100 kills. Not bad. 105 there. 81 there. 69. Wait. Alright. Back it up, yo! Oh, cool. We stole a pigeon plucker pennant. My favorite item in the whole game. I'm so glad. Alright, well, thankfully, that's 2 of our armies had to fight there and got beat up. So it was 2. There was 2 armies against what? 4 armies? 3 armies? Well, it's basically 3 armies. Because, like, I think it was 4 armies, but 3 armies because one of them was really low. So it doesn't really count as a 4th army. And we have more armies. Like, this army is pretty much full strength, so we can push forward with them. No. Guard removed. Alright.
The axe thirsts for war.
What do we got here? What do we want to level? That. Let's go with the Relentless, I guess.
Summon me.
Surprisingly, these guys gained levels. Weird. Requisition.
Aye.
It's almost like they just fought off a whole bunch of vampires or something. Very strange. Blade Master, pretty good.
Time for a reckoning.
This guy gained a level as well. Relentless. There we go. Increases foot speed. Some of these factions are in strange positions. Are you running any mods? Well, nothing that changes gameplay. I have a couple of mods that make things look better. And then a mod that makes the end turn camera go faster. But no, it's just turn 306. So, the reason the factions are in weird positions is because a lot of turns have gone by. And many factions are dead. I mean, I own this. So, how the undead managed to get so strong? So I was fighting the greenskins. Basically, the vampires just smashed the Bretonnians in the Empire, and then when I started taking out the vampire counts, they just kind of spread everything like up to here, all the way down. They took out the Barrow Legion took out the Wood Elves. Like, the undead killed the Wood Elves, which is the first time I've ever seen that. This is the first campaign I've ever seen the undead wipe out the Wood Elves. Without any assistance whatsoever from anybody else. So, yeah, the Barrow Legion got huge. The Barrow Legion at one point owned all of Bretonnia, all of Astalia, or basically all of Astalia, into Tilia, up to Ackendorf. They owned all the way up to Ackendorf, and all the way up into, like, Wurtbad area, Wurtbad Essen kind of area, and then the von Karsteins basically owned a lot of shit up here. They also owned like Slazamund and stuff like that. So they had a massive empire. Yeah, clearly Kemmer found Krell. Something like that. Where is Krell? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. There's Krell.
The axe of Jargo demands blood.
Okay, so getting that going.
For the wisdom of Valea. Forwards.
So obviously, like, the biggest issue I have is that, so I need a Wyvil Clan Molder, which are the Ratmen here, which basically I think they may have one more settlement after this, but never see the Varkarsteins expand. They are the worst at it out of the vampire factions. But I think it's probably because I was kicking the shit out of the vampire count faction, like the main faction, they were given a little bit more freedom to do their own thing, because usually the vampire count faction takes up a lot of the ground. So the big issue here is not, like, I need to capture this stuff up here, which is fine. I can just walk up there and take it, really. And then here, which I am currently working on taking, this is going to be the thing that is going to slow me down the most, is reducing my severity for my grudges. So everything else, we're good on everything else, really. It's just this, we need to knock that shit down too, which basically means I need to take out the vampires, because they are a lot of my grudges, so. Oh, yeah. If you're playing the Von Karsteins, that's different. If the computer's playing the Von Karsteins, well.
To war. My axe thirsts for war. Yes.
Yeah, the Von Karsteins themselves do just fine.
Test me at your peril. Fight them.
Hey, bud. Battle of Marienburg. Get out of my way, Aldous.
They have wronged us.
March of Progress and all that.
Be it ready. Cannon. Yes, laddie.
Yes, laddie.
Ready to serve. Vengeance. We will have vengeance. The clans unite.
Alright.
Aye, as you command.
Let's lay out these freaking flyers over here, shall we?
Satisfy the grudge. Move now.
Try to checkerboard my archers here a little bit, so if one flyer lands on top of them, it doesn't land on top of all of my guys and cause them to stop shooting.
Runes of spell.
Oh, that's what we're doing? Alright. Probably don't need all of you guys.
War of vengeance! Oh, dead I'll get him! Slay the Oathbreakers!
Let's get in on this.
Kill her! That'll do! Slayers!
You guys over here.
Yes!
Go.
The room blows! Obey me!
These guys are getting shredded.
Let the vengeance begin!
And some of his cav disengaged and came up behind me because, you know,
Right!
computer.
Down! Attack the axe!
The computer can freely disengage his cav at any time. Good luck doing that as a player, though.
For the ancestors! Hammer them! Go! Yes! Aye!
Hey,
Get them!
you're like 3 dudes. You wanna get off my freaking guns, please?
Bring them! We are relentless! Lord of vengeance! Slayers! For the Karas Anchor!
Go, let's put that stuff up.
Range fire! Range fast!
Range fire, range fast.
Down!
There we go.
For the High King! Slayers! Range fire! Range fast!
There we go.
Alea's blessing on us!
That should be that. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. 82 losses. And some of those are probably from me shooting my own guys with either bows or cannons.
Move!
Go, so that should be that army. Blown the hell up.
Let us begin.
If I can get to Marienburg this turn, I'm doing it. Yep, here we go. Let's take Marienburg. Raynald Posner. It's not a very good defense. He does have a decent auto grave guard, but we should be able to shred through him. We got a lot of max tier slayers here. Let's set up over. You know what? We probably can just set up in the middle.
Yes.
It's fine. Guys
Guys
back here. Put guns here. The engineer with them. And set you guys up to block the cannon shots.
Cannon. War machine ready.
Go.
Let me get my tools.
Calibrations. I'm just gonna rip down these towers, so we'll speed it up. Wait a minute, hang on. He's got another tower here that he's... Oh, okay.
For the ancestor.
Alright, shift over.
War of vengeance.
He's got some ghouls over here that are taking this fort tower. Just walk away from that. Not losing forces randomly to that shit.
Slayers. Strike out.
Oh, okay. And now he's not on it anymore. He's given up. He doesn't care anymore. He's probably actually running over to the other tower, to be honest, now. There. Screw you, computer. Light up this other tower. Take it out. Kablooey. Just a pile of cannonballs at the base of the tower. 92%. 96. Down. Alright, so we're gonna bust some holes in the walls. Give us some surface area to work with. So we have a lot of slayers that need to get in there and kill things. I think we might have enough ammo to knock one more hole in the wall, potentially. 96. So we'll try to knock a hole in the wall over here too. Go. I do really enjoy that the Barrow Legion's undead are all like Bretonians. It's a nice touch. Seeing as how they're from the Bretonian region. We might just have enough ammo to knock through this wall. I hope so. We might not actually have enough ammo to knock through this wall. It's gonna be close. 96. Actually, just enough. Alright, you guys. Let's run on up. Put you guys on. Take you guys off of fire at will and move on up there. Bring the leaders up. Alright. Go, go, go. Get in there.
Obey me! Vengeance!
hole in the wall. Go.
Ready to strike!
Buff him up.
Kill Urks! Slayers! Let the vengeance begin! Slayers!
Get in there, use.
Fight! Vengeance!
Vengeance.
Vengeance! Slayers! Kazoo! Scarf! For the Eye King! Slayers!
More Slayers on this side.
Nothing can stop us! For the ancestors! Hail Bearers! Oh! It's an
Clicks in on
honor!
that shit.
Kazook!
Should pull you guys back to here.
Flow! Flow!
Trade you guys out for fresh Slayers.
Straight in the air! Vengeance!
No, don't go that way. Go in through the door that makes sense, please. I'd appreciate it.
Runes of smiting upon them.
And we'll do VOT on the ghosts. Seeing as the ghosts have high physical resistance, but don't have
Yes!
anything in the way of magic resist.
Move now! The clans unite! Ah,
Pull that, give our guys some more.
Slayers!
Where in the crap are you guys going, or not going, more to the point? Get in there.
Bring the earth!
Get in there.
Strike out!
Fight. Holy shit.
Rage fast!
I hate the way that walls work in this game.
Attack! On the
Like,
way!
walls are handled so much better in, like, every other Total War game. I don't know why this game they've decided to be silly with them.
Down!
It's one of those things where I think they tried something new and it didn't work and they just never changed it.
As you command! Slayers! Now! Kill Urks!
Maybe for Warhammer 3. Maybe they'll change it for Warhammer 3. Fingers crossed.
Charge!
Probably not.
Yes! The runes are cast! Slayers! Vengeance! Vengeance!
Also, I hate how, like, houses get in the way and stuff for clicking. It's like, just let me click through them.
For the Karazanko!
Why does this house block my clicks? Just let me click things on the opposite side of it.
Charge!
Bring this guy up.
Slayers!
How are you people doing?
Nothing
Get in there.
can stop us!
Get in there.
Bring them! To the forge!
Ghost boys, hit with the damage over time.
It is an order!
Wipe leader here.
Move to attack! Slayers!
He almost got one of his vampire guys down. Then we just need to knock down his necromancer, which is also almost dead.
Aye!
I'd have my archers come and shoot, but they'd probably shoot my own guys more than they shoot the enemy at this point, so that's why I'm having them hold back.
Vengeance!
Friendly fire is never friendly.
Yes! Slayers!
Alright, so his vampire is dead, now I just need to kill his necromancer. Ooh, he's just like one shot at this point. So dark in this city. Undead, I guess. Fighting at twilight.
For a vengeance! Aye!
There we go. I think his leader died over here too. Yep.
Fight! Attack the eggs! For the
Attack the Arcs.
Yes, Lord! Down! Yes!
Go.
For the ancestors!
Any ghosts left? Those guys are pretty low. These ghosts over here could use the damage over time though. Knock him down a peg.
Runes of spellbreaking.
Give us that 22% damage resist. So we can keep fighting and not getting too knocked around. Try to back you guys out.
Move! For the ancestors!
This guy can get shot, so we'll let him.
Attack!
Not sure if he can, though.
Down! Kill Urks! Down!
Kill Urks!
Bunch of guys over here are just about dead. Same with over here.
Kill Urks!
The majority of the enemy forces are like really low. Just gotta friggin' finish them off.
Word of vengeance!
Move to attack!
Bring them! Attack the Urks!
Attack
Let
the
vengeance
Urks.
begin!
Deliver us from death!
Katsu! Slayers!
Alright, that stuff's going down. Good.
Attack the Urks! Ready to strike!
These guys are going down.
For the High King!
Let's back you guys out.
Rage fast! Go! For the Karazenko!
Just have my leader fight that.
Yes!
Really shouldn't need anybody else's help.
Attack the edge!
Nothing can stop us!
Run you this way.
Vengeance!
Come on, guys. Pull back.
Unlock formation! Slayers! Now!
Pull back. Disengage.
Attack the Urks! Yes! Move it out!
Just let the leaders handle.
Ready to strike!
Let the leaders handle it.
Battle
Hey,
to-
ghouls, knock it off.
Runes of smiting upon them. Slayers!
There we go. Just standing here, friggin' pegging people.
Hey!
Aye.
Slayers' blessing on us!
We will have vengeance!
Is graveyard? Yeah, they are.
Yeah!
Alright, maybe smacking those guys around for a minute. Our forward confederation is good, or should I just kill this warlord's ass? So if you actually fully confederate somebody, then you just take over their shit. So as Wolfric, if you beat an enemy lord, like faction leader, that is Norsekin, you can just take all his stuff. Essentially.
There's nothing I can't fix.
So that's a pretty good way of getting all control of all of Norska quite quickly, is you just look for their faction leaders and just kill them and take them. That's only true for Wolfric and Throg, though. Like, every other faction doesn't work that way. What does he got left here? Oh, hello.
Down! Move! No!
But
We have
yes,
scores to
that is
settle.
useful. To be sure.
That'll do!
Did the Confederate? Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice for them. Get a lot of territory quickly.
The clans,
Hey,
unite!
There we go. I was gonna say, hey, you want to smack somebody there, bud? Just spinning in circles.
It is an order!
Ready to serve! Go!
Bring the Rangers in here.
Fire at will!
There we go. Now the Rangers can actually get inside the city fine. Four arrows and it's over. Yeah, just obviously when you confederate lots of land, to make sure that your like public order doesn't like go crazy. It's the biggest thing to pay attention to.
Strengthen! Let us begin!
Foolish thing! No! Not sky!
Foolish thing. No. That stuff.
The axe thirsts for war.
And he's got all that stuff already, you know. And obstinacy. This basically makes it so when your guys are shooting arrows, they don't really get tired, like your archers. Usually archers get pretty tired when they're firing, but with obstinacy, your archers pretty much just don't get worn out while they're shooting. Which is pretty nice. Got 2 points to spend. Full plates and hard hit, I guess, yeah. Let's do sapper.
Time for a reckoning. Time for a reckoning.
I think it's
For the wisdom
it's time for a
of
reckoning.
Valea.
Alright, so
You're overruled.
we got these beta boys here. What does he got over here? There's another army sitting there, so I think I need to take this guy out.
My axe thirsts for war.
So we're gonna have to team these two armies up,
Aye, grudges will be settled.
roll up and get rid of this guy.
Got then. Summon me if you dare.
Alright, unite! To beat this man's ass. Because we really can't have this guy recover and then like turn on us to fight with that other army that he has sitting over there. So if we get rid of this guy, then we can basically just like set here and defend. We might even be able to roll back up to Marienburg.
For the High King! Cannon!
Our guns are actually fully intact. That's nice. Well, that's nice.
No shoddy contraptions here!
Take you guys and put you like that. Take you guys and put you like this on this side. Put you guys out here and here. There we go. Running out of money rather quickly, though. I think I made a big army too fast. Yeah, balancing your economy, particularly as Norska, can be kind of rough. Raiding is very lucrative for you, obviously. So if you can go like raid some of the human lands, you can get a lot of money that way. Raiding and sacking will get you a lot of cash. Also, if you're in the raiding stance, it reduces your upkeep when you're Norska. So that can help. If you have a larger army, if you are raiding, your upkeep will go down.
For the ancestor gods! That'll do!
That'll do.
On the way, if they get close, not 'em! Slayers! The clans unite!
You guys up to here.
Now, don't skirmish! For the ancestors!
Take you guys, bring you over here.
Nothing can stop us! Go!
You guys, bring you up to here.
Go!
You guys there.
Moving out! Let
Just take these guns and just turn them out immediately towards the enemy.
I'm Gilda
The engineer this way. You still don't have calibrations. Spamming berserkers with Norska, a couple javelin throwers, pretty big units do the trick. Yeah, you guys should get quite a bit done
ready to serve!
that way, to be sure.
Strike out! Move! Plow through! Now!
Go!
Move! They have wronged us! Fire on the air!
Well, depending on what difficulty you're playing on. They do a pretty good job, though, because Berserk is a fairly strong ability. Yeah, the battle skills also are hugely helpful in that regard.
Fire on the foe!
Hello, random fellow landing in my line.
For mountain and home!
Let's get you guys out this way. We'll send you out this way as well. The enemy cap is just getting shredded before it even hits the line. That's good. Gotta be a little bit careful with our cannons here, because otherwise we're gonna just rip through our own guys, which is not what we want.
Let the vengeance begin! Move
As well as our own
now!
ranged units. We need to be careful not to shoot too many of our own dudes in the face.
And kill her! Anu! Victory will be ours! Move
No.
now! Slayers!
Freaking bats, yo.
For the ancestors! Slayers!
You guys back out of there.
Fast! The room
That. Give my Slayer some armor real quick.
Classroom!
Oh, there we go. Leader's dead. Nice.
For the ancestors!
Good cannonball hits there.
Vengeance!
Bring you guys up and around this way.
The clans!
He really doesn't know what to do with these dogs.
Attack the earth!
So in general, the red skill tree is going to be
Yes!
really
Nothing
useful
can stop us!
on every faction you play. Your legendary lord, you want that red skill tree to buff all your units essentially. So you could go like yellow skill tree and buff Wolfric himself, or you could go red skill tree and buff all of his units essentially. So most of the time you want to focus on the red skill tree and get basically Root Marcher out of the blue skill tree for certain, and maybe get some of that other stuff later. I mean, you are going to want some of the yellow skill tree for Wolfric, because obviously he's a really strong guy, and buffing him is really nice, but to help span the early game, you want to try to get as many buffs on as many units as possible, so they fight better. Buffed him already. That's fine. You can go into the skill tree, the red skill trees still. Yeah, I imagine you're not level 40 yet.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
Okay. How much what do we got here?
My axe thirsts for war. Let us be about this. For the wisdom of Valea. Move!
You up to there as well.
My king
Oh.
commands.
Level 4, I think. Ah, okay. Yeah, you got
It is
plenty of time
done.
to throw red skills. See, like, I'm using Slayers and Rangers, so I'm buffing out. I'm getting Tactician, which is increasing my missile damage and ammunition for those units, and then Grenadier's Heirs, which is giving me weapon strength and melee attack for those units. And then on my second round here, I'm getting honored by Grimnir. So when my guys are above rank 7, they get all these extra bonuses: physical resist, weapon strength, melee attack, and then we're also going to get Dowie firepower here to increase my ranged units as well. But I think I'm going to stand your ground first, because that's pretty freaking solid. Renegation, yes please.
Summon me if you dare.
The Slayer in me shoots dead.
Okay, so you... We could recruit regular old run-of-the-mill Slayers here.
Armed and ready.
So I guess we'll go to, like, here.
Vengeful Runelord.
Drop into that stance, and we'll get some more Giant Slayers. And down here,
Vengeful Runelord.
we'll start getting him some more Slayers as well. Go to old Mountain Foss. Altdwarf, the dwarven capital, indeed. There you are.
What orders?
What orders? Unfortunately, I can't migrate my capital in this game.
Bring you.
No,
No, stop.
insolence.
What the hell is even going on up here? There's just so much random nonsense.
Flee to acquire.
Relentless, I guess, sure. Make it faster.
Ridiculous.
Do not mistake me for a fool.
I mean, the majority of these armies aren't great.
I will not.
She's got a couple of good units. So it's possible you could take Wolfenburg, maybe.
Let us settle this.
Have these. These are just rebellions that are trying to kill my shit, so.
Time to slay Oathbreakers.
Kazoo. And repair that. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. For in whatever game you happen to be playing, whether you're playing any faction, really, it doesn't matter. So long as, unless you're a horde, I guess it doesn't matter if you're a horde. If you're playing any grounded faction, if you get a city, and don't put any military structures in it, when you get a rebellion, the enemy rebellion will be the lowest level troops that whatever the rebellion can produce. So if it's like a human rebellion, it's all going to be like regular spearmen. The higher level military structures you have in a settlement, the higher level the rebellions will be when they attack you. So you can capture a place and have the public order be not great, as long as you don't build any military structures and build a garrison. So the garrison will defeat the rebellions, no big deal, until your public order sorts itself out, and then you won't have to deal with the rebellions either. So when you're capturing stuff, it's another reason not to construct military structures in those settlements, because usually the public order needs to take a little while to sort out, and it's a lot easier to beat like tier 1 infantry unit than it is to beat like freaking tier fucking 4 if you have military structures. Except for, it's the caveat, the Southern Realms, for some reason. Down here at Berliano and the Myrmidons, they always build like high tier troops like great swords. Don't know why. Doesn't matter what you do, they always do that. So they're the one exception to that rule that I know of, anyways. All right, we'll level that up. Also, Wood Elf Tier 1 units are really scary, even without the military structures. Something to be aware of, I guess. Against council orders. I think we're good to go, then. I think it's a lore thing, Rich is out buying other mercenaries. I mean, that's fine, yeah, that's... I dig. I don't mind it. It's just... It's the only factions that do that. You just have to be ready for it, is all. But if you buy walls around your cities, you'll be fine. Most of the time, anyway. Even against great swords. Alright. That looks like the turn, then. So, I think this might be his only army left at this point. Let's take a look at the balance of power real quick. Dark Elves are starting to dislike me. I mean, the Dark Elves have floating cities, but the Dwarves have migrating capitals. Yeah, I don't... Well, I mean, I guess I understand why they don't allow migrating capitals, at least a little bit in Total War, because it's kind of not lore friendly to have just have your capital all over the place.
Kneel before Cetra.
Because obviously that didn't happen. That doesn't happen in the lore unless like somebody conquers a city or something like that, or conquers a capital. But it would be nice to be able to move your capital around, particularly for trade purposes. Because you need a direct line to your capital for trade. So it'd be nice to be able to just migrate your capital to like a coast or something, so you can get trade all the time. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. I'm not even sure what the heck's going on on Uthwan right now. There's just like a lot of burnt down shit over there. Clan Rictus might own like all of northern Uthwan, which would be pretty weird as well. What do we got coming at us here? Isabella's going to be a problem. The fact that all of our troops here are at half health from something. I'm not exactly sure what's knocking them down to half health, but and the Terrorgeist will also be a problem. He's got 2 of them. Zombies not such a big deal. Just concerned I don't have enough frontliners. So that's only 1 unit of Longbeards. That's only 1 unit. So basically I have 2.5 units of Longbeards. And miners are absolutely garbage. I'm not sure why these guys are half health. Must have been from maybe a previous fight or something. I mean, we could just try to damage them, I guess. So I'm thinking the Vargos are going to shred us. We'll see, I guess. We'll see what we can do. The worst that happens is we just lose the fight, which is the auto-calculate will have us lose the fight anyway, so. Hopefully we don't have like holes in our walls or something. That would be instant GG. Yeah, walls are green, so yeah, we're good. We are good. Alright, what do we got? Zombies, skeletal warriors, and then there's the Terrorgeist and Isabella over here. Let's put some Quarrelers here. Thunderers here.
For the Karak
Some Thunderers over here.
Thunderers!
That.
Bring them down!
Let's put some of you boys here.
Grudge thrower!
Dwarf things. Is going after the Frostwyrm a good choice early on? Anytime you do a monster hunt, there's a chance that you're gonna basically get your army trashed because the monster hunts are really dangerous. So, whereas getting the Frostwyrm is really useful, you have to be in a position where you're ready to potentially lose your army.
Vengeance!
Something to be aware of.
Longbeards!
Graveguard with great weapons.
Let's
Lovely.
start shooting!
Lovely.
For the ancestors!
Spearmen. What else we got?
The ancestors watch!
To take some guys and put them over here, I guess. Try to hold those guys off. We are really low on like any real troops. Is the problem here.
Kill Urks!
Sorry, specific units that will do good against it rather than get shit on. You don't want units that are gonna clump up, because infantry gets shredded pretty damn fast. Unless you have really good control over them. Spear chuckers are gonna probably be your best bet, but you also need to have enough stuff. Spear chuckers and monster units are probably gonna be your best bet against that crap.
Longbeards for the High King!
For the High King.
Longbeards!
I don't find the monster hunts to be very lucrative. Usually, by the time you're strong enough to do them safely, you've got mammoths, so won't need any of this stuff. Well, the scale from the Frostwyrm and being able to have a regiment around Frostwyrm is pretty nice, honestly, because it gives you an extra spell, and the scale I think does some other stuff for you as well, and also it It also gives you a Frostworm Regiment of the Renown, which is dope. Because it's nice to have a ROR dude just on frickin' respawn.
It is a reckoning!
Not exactly sure what he is doing right now. It's just everything going this way. How do you get mammoths? I thought that was also Monster Hunt. So you can get frostworms and mammoths without doing the monster hunts. They are just N tier units. They're like the highest tier monsters you can get. So, wow, that sucks. Everything's shifting over to the right. Gosh darn it. That Terrorgeist is gonna ruin my day. All this stuff is not gonna do us any good over here. We need to shift it to the right. Shift you this way too.
For the ancestor gods.
Yeah, but why have a Frostworm when you can have 19 mounts and work on a mammoth? There's plenty of reasons why. Flexibility is one of them. And also, if you ever want more than one army.
We'll guard it. Longbeards! For the High King!
Mammoths could also be defeated by quite a few units, to be honest.
Thunderers! Move off!
So, not an end-all be-all thing.
Anu! Reindeers! For the ancestors! Quarrelers! For the ancestors! The clans unite! Slay the Oathbreakers!
Alright, pull you guys back here. You guys back here. Try to shoot these guys, I guess. What's the... No, Isabella's and my gunners over here, of course. Put you guys back this way. You know, Legendary, I haven't seen anything roll all mammoth stack, wood elves get close, but the poor little bastards run out of ammo. Maybe after the last patch, but the last patch I played, frickin' and the mammoths were actually kind of sucky. They got caught on everything. You couldn't actually like maneuver them properly. So they just get like caught on shit and die horrendously. Like mammoths should be able to walk away from things, right? But they couldn't. They just get stuck by like everything and get murdered.
Come together, lads! We stay put!
Also, the income thing, yes, can be a problem. Which is covered in my if you want more than one army statement, I guess.
Wanderers! We'll guard it! Quarrelers! And shoot the Waddoks!
Well, if you get surrounded by things that do shitloads of fucking damage to large units, you can get dicked up pretty quick. If they get surrounded, which they quite possibly will if you just lock charge them.
Ranged firepower ready! Pull out! Thunderers! Grudge thrower! For the Karazanko!
It's freaking Terrorgeist, man.
Get him!
He's Terrorgeist, yo. I mean, we're getting some kills in here, but we're definitely not gonna win this fight.
Pick your targets well!
Interesting. Okay, not getting the, like,
Thunderous!
attack click noise for some reason.
Targets, Lord!
The clans unite!
Let the vengeance begin!
The vengeance begin. Also, if you're fighting an outnumbered fight,
Quadrillets! Bring them
like if all you ever fight is like
Put those dwarves
20
in
on
there!
20 stacks, it's not too bad.
Quadrillets!
But if you're fighting like 20 on 40, 20 on 60, which can happen fairly easily as Norsca,
It is a reckoning! Move now! Thunderous! We'll guard it!
there's just a lot of factors, obviously, that can go
We
into
stay put.
what actually happens in the game.
Yes,
If you start
sir.
talking about things in a vacuum, then you can make all kinds of crazy claims.
Quarrelers! Go! Nothing can stop us! Let's start shooting! Rage far, rage fast!
Rage fast. Yeah, I think we dead, friends. I don't think we're gonna win this. I'm just saying. I mean, I know things are looking pretty good, but I don't think we're gonna be able to pull out. This freaking terror guy's like 10 health. I'd love it to go down. Skin Wolf Death Ball. I'm glad that the Skin Wolves are a little bit better than they. Hey, we actually got it. They probably will respawn, but hey, at least we killed a big monster. Yeah, 20 mouths filled by 20 wolf packs. There we go. Jeebus. That was a loud noise. There was a little bit there where the Skin Wolves are still not as good as they were initially. Like, Skin Wolves used to be like low-tier gods on the battlefield, like when Norsca first came out. A little bit better now. But they went through a phase where they got really shitty because multiplayer, and everybody was crying that they couldn't use their cav armies because fucking Skin Wolves just eat them. So the Skin Wolves got, I think, nerfed like 3 times or something like that. Did that Terrorgeist come back? Oh, we actually killed that Terrorgeist off. Alright. It's all worth it then. All worth it. Took out a Terrorgeist. But yeah, they got hit pretty hard by the nerf bat. And I'm pretty sure they've recovered a little bit. If I remember the last few patch notes, they've gotten a couple little, like, slight butt pats to get them going again. I think my favorite Norscan unit has to be the Famir Warriors, though. Those dudes are strong, particularly if you're playing Throg. Sure, we'll do a tribute. And everybody loses their mind because we're fighting in vampire swamps nonstop. What? Yeah, armor sundering. The two-handed ones get that bonus versus large. Requisition. Repairing.
The axe thirsts for war.
Flat up. Who gets Minotaurs? The Beastmen.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Vengeful Rinla.
The Beastie Boys.
Ready.
Ready. Sad I lost my freaking cannon. So sad.
Let us
Alright, well this
begin.
army is ready to freaking rock and or roll. Oh jeez. What's that? Okay. Kick you guys up here.
Of the layer.
Like that. They are they're a DLC faction. Warhammer 1 DLC. Yeah, Minotaurs are on the list of, like, insane units.
Summon
Like,
me if you
they're just
dare.
so ridiculously strong.
Summon me if you dare.
Malfunction.
The axe thirsts for war, by the grudge bearer's will. Grudges will
I mean,
be
they're in
settled.
Warhammer 2. You just need to buy the DLC in Warhammer 1. Because if you have any DLC from Warhammer 1, will transfer over to Warhammer 2.
Time for a reckoning. For the
Right,
wisdom
provided you own
of
Warhammer 1,
Valea.
of course. The Minotaur Death Roll or the Tomb King Scorpions, Beth Unit animations. Well, I mean, the Death Roll is really nice because, unfortunately, with the
Let's just
Scorpions,
see
sometimes
about
you get stuck in a freaking
this.
wall.
Ready, axes. Moving.
I don't know if you ever had that happen to your
Begin.
Scorpions before, where they do like the bro animation and then
Drag.
just get stuck in a wall in a siege battle.
Thirsts for
And you're like,
war.
okay then. Yeah, C's done. The Tomb Kings have some fantastic monsters, though, in general. Like, their monsters are, like, top-notch. Except for their carrion, who are absolutely abysmally bad. Alright, what do I want here? We got Relentless. Increase ability. Deadeye, I guess? Sure. We'll increase my range.
Ready. Aye.
Oh, Deadeye will get him. Alright, you
Summon me if you dare.
run up here and camp so you can heal.
Will be settled.
You
My axe thirsts for
up
war.
here.
for a breakdown!
Shadowborn Apostle. Appreciate that follow. Alright, so what do we got for movement rates here?
Never.
Those guys can get to me.
No.
Those guys can get to me as well.
I will not.
But I can back off. Like if he attacks me here, I can retreat, which should get me out of, which will definitely get me out of range because he barely can reach me now. And then he'll basically have to either just stand here and wait for me to trounce him or back up after that. Should I do stance raiding or stance raiding camp? So, I think you could do regular raiding and still move the maximum amount. Well, raiding camp I think is like, it's either like 50% move or 75% move or something like that. Like I think you can move full movement and do regular raiding. So it depends on how far you're moving. Camp should give you heals though, and allow you to buy units and that kind of stuff.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? Go.
My anger burns bright.
So it just kind of comes down to what you're trying to achieve. Hey, Telly, I'm maxing out. Hells yeah. Sufbar. That. Yeah, it also gives you some bonuses. Like I was saying over here with my guys that were encamped when the enemy attacked, I got that bonus 5 melee defense and 5 leadership. I actually think that the Norskins get a bigger bonus for their encamped stance if I am remembering right.
For the wisdom of Valea.
3 more turns are going to hire that guy back up. Alright.
Onward.
I think that's pretty much all we can do for this turn. Looking at it all.
Wisdom of the layer.
Oh, there's this guy, I guess.
It's a clan and hold.
Chase after this guy and assault him. Aha! Take that, you!
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so we'll just have to push back up in there and take all that stuff back. Not really concerned with fighting the von Karsteins. They're pretty weak overall. Can you build? Can you get rat ogres? Stormvorm with halberds. Stormvorm with swords and shields. I think halberds need a frickin' extra building. No, wait, it's swords and shields need the extra building. You can build halberds with just level 3. I don't play dwarves much. Can Ungrim not confederate the dwarves to get the other 2 lords? He sure as hell can. If they're alive. Which they were not. When I was to a point where I could confederate them. Unfortunately. Let's see. Let's do empower the guilds. Get that growth. Yeah, the green tide. Between the green tide and the vampire swarm, all the other dwarves got, like, just taken the hell out. Like, freaking put in a pine box real fast. Try to confederate. That's a grudging. You over there trying to confederate? Hey, don't steal my tech tree.
Greetings.
What a guy. Hey, what do you want?
Doubt ever...
A military alliance for 9,000. Yes, please. Let's take it. I mashed the studies. I don't play them. You and Paven would get along like a freaking house on fire. Paven is still suffering PTSD from Warhammer 1. Good old Warhammer 1, where no matter what faction you played, you ended up fighting the fucking dwarves at the end because they conquered, like, everything. Although they couldn't... Alright, yeah, he's gonna do this, so I'm just gonna retreat. So I can get a better attack later. Like, at least they couldn't spread past a certain point, because in Warhammer 1 you could only capture certain settlements. Like, only things that had good habitability for you. Like, if you didn't have good habitability, you couldn't actually take anything. Lord Croak is truly ridiculous.
Urks, talk fast, for you are my enemy.
No, I need to kill you for freaking objective reasons. Yeah, Lizardmen are fun. Lizardmen are very a right-click kill everybody faction. I enjoyed playing Tahenowin, though, and using skinks a lot more. That was fun. Not being 100% reliant on Source Warriors.